Capital News with Victoria Lubadiri.
LSK to boycott judges declared unfit to hold office. ODM postpones party primaries indefinitely. Kibaki implores judiciary to conclude pending land cases. And Obama-Romney still neck and neck on eve of U.S. vote. It's Wednesday, the 5th of November 2012. Hello and welcome. Let's get into our top stories of the day. The Law Society of Kenya is urging lawyers and members of the public not to appear before judges who have been declared unfit by the Judges and Magistrates Vetting Board. LSK Chairman Eric Mutua says he will mobilize lawyers for a protest on Wednesday to demonstrate against court interference with the vetting process. Mutua says if the court continues to interfere with the work of the vetting board, it will seek for an amendment requiring all judges and magistrates to resign and reapply afresh as per Section 23 of the Boma's draft. The move follows a court ruling issued last week that blocked the removal of judges declared unfit to hold office by the vetting board.
To remind the public, we want to remind the judiciary that the time has come for them to be reminded that once again the Law Society of Kenya is protesting and reminding them that what the people of Kenya said should not be taken lightly by a skewed interpretation of the Constitution. For that reason, on the 7th of November, all the lawyers across the country will be wearing the yellow ribbon so that we can campaign against the interference of the vetting exercise by the judiciary.
The Orange Democratic Movement National Election Board has now postponed its party's primaries indefinitely. The party has decided to push the primaries that were scheduled to run for 3 days starting December 4th due to what they termed as a clash with KCPE and KCSE calendar. ODM says plan to use the public schools as their poll centers, hence the need to postpone the exercise. A joint National Executive Committee and the parliamentary group retreat held in Naivasha last month resolved that the party hold its primaries between December 4th and 6th ahead of the March 4th general elections. The party has also extended the deadline for submission of application papers by aspirants to the 10th of next month. Election Board Chairman Henry Kadurima says the decision to move the deadline that was expiring on Monday was due to the massive number of aspirants who had failed to get vetting documents. Kadurima says members of the Election Board have started a one-week county visit to meet all aspirants at the grassroots. The party primaries will seek the party nominate candidates for the 6 elective posts of President, Governor, Senator, Member of Parliament, County Women Representatives, and County Ward Representatives. President Mwai Kibaki has called on the judiciary to work out a crash program to resolve the protracted land-related cases that have been dragged on too long in the courts. He says speedy resolution of prolonged cases and other land disputes will help unlock critical resources of production, noting that the government had set up the specialized division of the High Court in recognition of the importance of the environment and land matters. The president impressed on the courts to educate Kenyans on the need to respect the sanctity of the title deed. The president was speaking during the swearing-in of 14 pioneer judges of the Environment and Land Court. In addition to setting up the court, the head of state said the government has also taken a wide range of measures towards addressing environmental and land issues. He reassured that the government was responsive to Kenyans' demands for a reformed judiciary and has undertaken to deliver nothing short of their expectations. And finally, U.S. President Barack Obama and Republican challenger Mitt Romney remained in a virtual tie in the latest opinion polls just a day before the White House election. By the Wall Street Journal and NBC News gave Obama 48% support and Romney 47%, a statistical dead heat given the survey's margin of error of plus or minus 2.55 percentage points. The poll conducted between November 1st and 3rd sampled 1,475 likely voters. The findings were in keeping with the most national polls, which find the presidential contest too close to call. Meanwhile, the U.S. Today Gallup poll of swing states showed voters were even evenly split, with 48% choosing Obama and 48% Romney. However, a Pew survey found that Obama led 48% to 45% among likely voters who already have made up their minds, with 4% saying they remain uncommitted. Most polls, however, give Obama a slight but significant lead in most of the crucial battleground states that ultimately will determine the outcome of the presidential election and therefore give the Democratic incumbent favorable odds of re-election.
I can't even. Come on, man. I can't. I gotta get one of these to see.
For our top stories of the day, thank you for joining us. I'm Victoria Rubadiri.